Well, hello. My name is Gant, and welcome back to Ace Academy. We're continuing the Yuna route, so let us continue. I think I should thank Yuna for all of her help finding a sponsor. Yuna has really come through for me this past week, and I feel like I should do something nice to thank her. Maybe she's free for lunch? I dial her number and wait for her to answer.
Hello?
Hey Yuna, have you eaten yet? She seems a little surprised.
Oh, no, not yet.
Great, let me treat you to lunch. If it weren't for you, we would never have found a sponsor, and this is my way of saying thank you. The team and I are really grateful for your help.
You don't have to do that. Really, it was no trouble at all.
Please, I insist.
In that case, sure, I'd love to. Do you have a place in mind?
You can choose, it's your tree, baby girl. We can go wherever you like to go.
Since you've already offered to pay, I think we should go where you'd like to go.
Okay, Suddenly I remember a past conversation with Uncle Kaito. How do you feel about Western cruise? I was gonna say cruise. Cruising. Fuck. Come on, I'm sorry, I'm messing up in the beginning. How do you feel about Western cuisines?
I love it!
I heard there's a good Western restaurants near the park.
Oh, I think I know which place you're talking about. I haven't been before, but I've been meaning to try it.
Perfect. I'll meet you there.
See you soon.
After making my plans, I head downstairs.
Oh hey! Didn't see you there, big bro.
She seems to be back to her usual self. I'm glad to see you're feeling better.
Oh yeah, I definitely am.
As she speaks, a devilish grin graces her lips. She's up to something.
Anyway, you going out today?
Yeah? Why? She starts giggling.
No reason.
Fuck, man. For every round I've been doing this one, I don't know if I should skip it or not. But fuck it, let's keep going. Okay. Hey, I'm actually glad I ran into you. I want to apologize.
Apologize?
Yeah, I saw your text from a couple days ago, and I'm sorry I didn't answer. I didn't have my phone on me, so I didn't see them till too late. Nikki crosses her arms.
Yeah, sure. Likely story.
No, really. I accidentally left it in my gear.
What?
Twice.
Oh, come on. At least come up with something more believable.
It's not my problem if you don't believe me. I sure need to come up with a lie to convince you of the truth.
Maybe if the truth weren't so far-fetched. Why would your phone ever be in your gear?
To charge? She raises an eyebrow. If you don't believe me, then look for yourself. I pull up my messages and flash the phone in her face. Rolling her eyes, she reluctantly takes a look. ... It says an O, but all I hear is What do you mean by Nikki bites her lip and she continues scrolling.
Oh no!
She hands back my phone. That's not the reaction I was expecting. Something's up. I narrow my eyes. I don't like... Oh no! What did you do, Nikki?
You might not want to go into the garage.
The garage? My baby! I spin on my heels and race towards the garage as Nikki cries out for me to wait. Throwing open the door, I feel a hand squeezing my heart. It's like I feel like a hand is squeezing my heart. Nikki catches up with me and cringes.
Now, before you get mad...
Nikki!
Just remember that I was really annoyed with you and wanted revenge.
Not helping. She quiets down, but can't stand the silence.
At least it looks really pretty now?
Oh yeah, it looks pretty. Not, it looks like a unicorn threw up all over my baby. All I can do is stand in horror at the glittery desecration of my beautiful bike. Nikki hides her face in her hands.
I'm sorry. I promise I'll clean it up.
Yeah, you will. you know?
Let me get a bucket.
Nikki turns to leave, but I sigh. Fuck. Not right now, I have to go. I take another look at the pink sparkle winking in the light. Maybe I should take the bus. No, I can't. The bus won't come for another 20 minutes. I need to leave now.
Okay, I'll clean it up later then.
I nod. With a grimace, I reluctantly ease myself onto the bike. The engine roars to life, and glitters flutter behind me in a rainbow of trail of happiness! Like, oh my god! Whee! This is so embarrassing. The restaurant calls itself a diner, but has a more upscale atmosphere. The tables are all freshly tableclothed and a small vase with a flower. The ambience is calmer than a diner, but still family friendly. Yuna's waiting for me by the hostess stand when I arrive. And that was pretty fast. Oh, look how she looks right here. She looks really nice. Well, fuck. She looks really good. Were you waiting along? I figured the bus would take a little more time than that. Yuna giggles and shakes her head.
You're right, the bus would take more time. That's why I walked over.
Ah, that's right. Yuna lives on the other side of the park. It's not too bad of a walk on a good day like today, but I certainly wouldn't want to walk in the bad weather. Ah, well, I'm sure I made you wait enough. Let's go get seated. Her brows furrowed.
Shouldn't we wait for the others?
Others? Dun dun dun. She thinks this is not a date.
The rest of the team.
No, girlie. This is a date. With me and you. ...
Oh.
I could call them, you know, like, so everything won't be, kind of weird.
No, it's okay. Let's get seated.
She grabs the hostess' attention, who leads us to a table. We sit down and Yuna buries her face into the menu. Maybe I should call them. I know they want to thank you too. Yuna makes eye contact for the first time since the misunderstanding, and her expression softens.
I'm sorry, I was just surprised. I don't mind hanging out, just the two of us.
She blushes as she says that. I grin. Okay. We both stare into our menus again. I'm a little surprised by how extensive the menu is. They offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and even a brunch on weekends. Ooh. ... Is this a Denny's? What are you gonna order?
I think I will go with the burger.
You like American food?
Yes, the burger is my favorite, but I also like hot dogs and pizza too.
Okay, girl, you're bumped up my waifu list. I love burgers too. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Burgers are like my favorite foods. Like, burgers. Like actual burgers, not like McDonald's or anything. Like fast food, yeah, burgers are good, but I don't really get them fast foods. I get the nuggets, like the chicken McNuggets, oh my god. But like, if you get like an actual, like, you know, a burger joint, like SoCal Burgers right here, what is it? It's on fucking, I think it's Mednick. It's on Mednick and, I wanna say no. It's like right there on Mednick and 3rd. It's really good, man. It's good. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm recording a video. I'm just right here thinking about burgers.
What will you get?
Something healthy, something adventurous. How about something familiar? Like, if this is a Western place, like, they'll have nuggets, right? I don't fucking know, man. No, something familiar. I miss my food from back home, but I spot a few of my favorites on the menu. Ooh, steak is another good one. But no, dude, I'm craving like burgers and fries right now. Fuck, I want a Postmates burger. No, but nothing's. It's like 1 in the morning. What burger place is open right now? Burger and fries. I'll also get the burger. You know, Beams. I hope it tastes similar to what I used. I hope it's Fuck. I hope it tastes similar to what I'm used to.
Do you eat this a lot?
Hell yeah. I don't know if I say a lot, but it's definitely something I would eat if I were back home. No, I eat this a lot. I'm not gonna lie, every time I go out, and like, mostly when I go to work or come back from work, I'll get like a burger or something because I'm like, I haven't eaten. I'll get like a burger. Yuna looks interested.
You will have to tell me if it tastes the same.
The waiter comes by and takes our orders, complimenting us on our choices. Yuna and I stare an amused smile. No, share. I'm like, the whole time, like, stare. What the fuck? Yuna and I stare an amused smile. I'm like, no, Yuna and I share an amused smile. I can't read for shit, man. So, again, I want to thank you for working so hard to get us a sponsor, especially after that disaster of an interview. Yuna's face clouds at the mention of the interview.
That guy wouldn't have been good for you anyway. He couldn't see past his own ego to notice how strong of a team you guys are.
Oh shit, she's gonna come back in again and be like, that motherfucker, that piece of shit. I stare at her in surprise. She's usually so calm and positive.
What?
You tell him, because I hate that fool. Dude, watch my playthrough of Ace Academy if you haven't yet, and you'll know exactly the fucking asshole. Like, I got so mad. I was like, fuck you. You tell him. You should give him a piece of your mind.
A part of me wants to.
Huh. I like the fierce side of you. Oh, I like this. I like this fierce side of... Fierce? Fiercey? I don't know. No, I think it's fierce. I'm just being stupid. Huh. I like this fierce side of you. Yuna blushes.
It's just... I don't like the way they treated you.
Still, even after the even after that experience, it's pretty amazing that you managed to get us such a great sponsor. You and the SBA are lifesavers. Yuna fidgets in her seat.
Oh, actually, I quit the SBA.
What?
I couldn't stay after what happened after the interview. The organization has changed from what it used to be and has strayed too far from its mission.
Oh my god. I love a passionate girl. Shy girls. Top 3. Shy girls. The girls are like, I have no emotions or inanimate. And the girls who are so passionate about something. It's just like, I think that's my number 1 in real life. That it's not like waifu material. Like, in real life, passionate girls. Isn't that the whole point of the SBA, to help teams find sponsors? Does the organization no longer do that?
The SBA was originally founded to help all teams get matched up with a sponsor. But now the only teams they care about are the top tier teams who don't really need the association's help because their stats speak for themselves. The people who really need their help get turned away or pushed aside, and I just don't agree with that.
Dude, that's kind of fucked up though. Well, technically, it was the company who turned us down, not the SBA.
That's the problem. The only companies within the SBA network are those who feel the same as Warp Tech. I can't tell you how many calls I made, only to get turned down once they knew your ranking. But the worst part is, when my colleagues noticed me struggling, instead of offering to help, they encouraged me to give up because I was bringing down the association's statistics.
Dude, I fucking hate that. Like, whatever your mission was in your business has to stay the same. Like, you can't fucking change it and everything, man. I'm sorry, I'm like getting a little sad because like, my whole life I wanted to be a cop because I still believe in that mission to serve and protect. To protect the little people, to protect people you care about, to protect your community. But time and time again, I feel disappointed in like seeing cops killing people, seeing cops doing extortions. Even right here, like the county sheriffs are fucking assholes, you know? With their whole like fucking, their cops are kind of like gang members. They have their own tattoos and shit. Fuck, man. I don't know. I believe in the mission. And like, if you have a mission in your company or whatever, you stick by it. These people are supposed to help the little guys, but instead they become bitches to companies and everything. We need the top stats and everything. Oh, fuck you other guys, you know what I mean? And like, people in your organization should be encouraging you to like, yeah, you go girl or whatever, but no, it's like, oh, you should give up on them. That's fucked up. You know? I'm sorry, like, I could go on a rant about this. I just... Fuck, man. I don't know, it pisses me off too.
How can they call themselves a bridging association when they are so discriminatory? A bridge doesn't pick and choose who goes across it.
Exactly, man. It's like, we're here to help everyone. But in the background, it's like, no, really, because, you know, we fucking hate people. It's like, no, motherfuckers. Fucking putos. You've made something where it's supposed to help everyone. And you just stop caring about the people you want to work with because these other people have the fucking big bucks? Fucking selfish, hypocritical, fuck you. Okay. Yeah, it's just a fucking game. It's just a fucking game. As Yuna speaks, she wears the same passionate look she wore after the interview. I had no idea. At least they have one good company within their network, right? Otherwise, we never would have found a sponsor. She blinks, then looks away.
Oh, that's actually a bit of a different situation.
Her voice trails off. Before I can ask what she meant by that, our food arrives. A few awkward seconds go by. I pick up my burger, and I'm about to take a bite when I notice Yuna. Yuna picks up her fork and knife and cuts into her burger, and then eats the piece off of her fork. You fucking... What? Okay, I'm getting into a rant about this. If you cut into your burger and you eat it with a fucking fork and knife, it's like, I don't really want you to like kill yourself, but I don't want good things to ever happen to you. I'm sorry, it's like, who the fuck cuts into a burger? Do you always eat your burger with fork and knife? She blinks in surprise.
Yeah.
Have you not seen a TV show? How come?
Isn't that how you eat Western food?
Some of them. For some foods, yeah, but burgers are easier to eat when you pick it up. Have you never picked up a burger before? Yuna shakes her head. Not even if you get fast food? She winkles her nose.
No, but I'm not a fan of fast food anyway.
She glances at the burger in my hands.
Isn't it messy if you eat it with your hands?
Well, sometimes, but that's what you got napkins for. Well, not always. That depends how full the burger is. This one shouldn't be messy.
But isn't it rude to eat with your hands?
Not when it's between friends. I take a big bite. Sir? Nothing fell out. I take another bite. Yuna watches me, then carefully holds her burger with her fingertips and takes a dainty bite. There's a spot of ketchup on her cheeks. When she pulls her burger back down, I sniffle a laugh. You have a little something on your cheek. Her eyes grow wide. She snatches the napkin from her lap and dabs her face.
Did I get it?
No. I lean over and wipe the ketchup off with a napkin. Yuna gasps at my touch, and her face turns pink.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. Well, what do you think? Yuna grins, then picks up her burger and takes another bite. I smile back. We fall silent as we dig into our meals. After a while, I start to fidget from the quiet. So, now that you quit the SBA, are you planning on joining another club? She pauses.
I hadn't thought about it.
What about tennis? Maybe now you have time to compete. She laughs lightly.
Maybe. That's still a pretty big commitment. Bigger than the SBA.
I'll help you practice. She grins.
How can I say no to an offer like that?
And I promise I'll win this time.
Alright, I'll go easy on you then.
Wait, what? Yuna just laughs and... No, Yuna just smiles and hides a laugh. She glances at my nearly empty plate.
How is your food?
Oh, fucking love burgers. It's like heaven in my mouth. It's like someone came in my mouth. Wait, what? What? No. Do not take that out. No. This is great. I can't believe I just fucking said that. If I didn't know any better, I think it was made by an American. Yuna's face lights up.
Ooh, really? So this is what an authentic burger tastes like.
How was your meal? Yuna's already polished her plate, so I guess what's that? Yuna's already polished her plate, so I can guess what the answer is.
I loved it! This was one of the best burgers I've had in Isokaze.
I grin. I have to pass the compliment on to Akun Kaito. Once I close the check, Yuna and I pause right outside the restaurant.
Thank you for the really lovely meal.
It was my pleasure.
I better get going.
Can I offer you a ride home? She smiles.
Thank you, but I can walk.
But what about the hooligans? I'm open to a little exercise with you. Don't argue with her. I know where you live. That fucking last one's like, I know where you live. But what about the hooligans? Are you sure it's safe for you to walk alone? I heard that some kids like to hang around the park and cause trouble. She smiles.
Don't worry, it's a bright sunny day outside. I'll be fine. I have to run some errands before my parents come home anyway.
Weren't her parents away last time too? Are your parents gone a lot?
Yeah. They split their time between the house here and our house in the country. Right now they're in the country, but they'll be back tomorrow for a few days, so I want to have the house tidied up before they arrive.
Why do they have two houses? A house in the country?
That's where I grew up. My family moved here to be closer to Ace Academy, but they aren't quite ready to give up our old house yet.
But if your family isn't around, how come you didn't choose to stay in the dorms? It would be an easier commute to school.
I thought about it, but...
She hesitates.
After everything that's happened, it doesn't feel right to leave my family alone. My parents do stay here for extended periods of time, like months at a time. It's just hard to predict when they'll be here.
A passionate woman, someone that cares about the mission, and someone who cares about their family? Bruh. That's like a perfect, real life wife for me. This is exactly how I feel about Nikki and why I left CINY. I wonder if Yuna lost someone in her family too.
Anyway, I really should get going.
I nod. Same here. I'll see you later then. She waves, then starts to walk. Once she's out of view, I drive off and head home. Alrighty, let's get to the next, Yuna event. So, I'll see you then. Time passes in a blur, and suddenly, it's been a month since Nikki and I moved to Izukaze, and I started at Ace Academy. My team and I are stronger than ever, and our winning streak has not been broken. Kaori, Sho, Mayu and I spend many evenings practicing in the hangar, learning how to anticipate each other's needs on the field. Yuna continues to manage our sponsorship from Dasu, and she becomes more comfortable with the team. Valerie works hard behind the scenes to continuously update our gears, and after all the tweaks she has given Eagle, I'm more confident I'm more confident than ever in my mech's abilities. I'm surprised. I have a surprising number of companies reaching out to me to partner and research my core, but I've declined each invitation. I don't feel comfortable having strangers poke and prod on my dad's legacy, especially when I don't understand what's going on myself. Aside from team stuff, Yuna and I partner up to play tennis on a regular basis. but it wasn't until last week when I finally won a match against her. Although, I think she might have let me win. On the home front, Uncle Kaito's still as busy as ever, now that his newly opened cafe has become insanely popular. Nikki spends most of her time at school's cooking club, which has gained a lot of attraction amongst the students. Sadly, that means I have to fend for myself when it comes to food. Alrighty, let's go hang out with Yuna. I was browsing a list of clubs and classes earlier, and Ace offers a cooking club. I remember Nikki mocking me and saying I should join when she first started her club, but maybe that isn't such a bad idea. The look on her face will be priceless if I offered to cook and it was edible. I'll go check it out. Water. The cooking class is held in the culinary building. I enter a classroom filled with multiple cooks, stations already set up with ingredients. It kind of reminds me of a chemistry lab, but with stoves and ovens. In the corner of the room, I spot Yuna and climb the station beside her. Hey Yuna. She blinks in surprise.
Oh, hey! Are you part of the cooking club?
No, I'm just dropping in today.
Me too! What brings you here?
I like to make a meal for Nikki.
That's really nice of you. I'm sure she'll appreciate it.
I hope so. She's a whiz in the kitchen. What about you? What brings you here?
Since I quit the SBA, I've got a lot of extra time, so I've been trying out some of the other clubs Ace offers.
Anything catches your interest?
A couple, but I'm still weighing my options. Besides, it's fun trying new things.
The student instructor arrives and everyone breaks away from their conversations to stand at their stations.
Welcome, everyone!
He goes into a short message explaining who he is and the rules and structure of the club.
Now that that's out of the way, today we will be learning how to make kasutera. If you haven't already done so, please put on your aprons.
Kasutera. It's like a small yellow, it's like a cake. Like, I'm not gonna put the picture, but like, in my playthrough, like, I've done this before and like, I put a picture of the cake right there. It's just a cake, guys, alright? Kasutera. No, a cake, motherfucker. I slip off my blazer and tie the apron around my waist.
First, we will preheat the oven to 160 degrees. And don't forget to line your pan with parchment paper.
Isn't that a little low? Oh right, it's in Celsius.
For our dry ingredients, we will have 1 cup and 2.5 tablespoons of bread flour and 1 cup of sugar. The wet ingredients will have 6 eggs and 5 tablespoons of honey diluted with 2.5 tablespoons of water.
I'm not gonna be able to remember any of this shit. At least there aren't that many ingredients. As instructed, I measure out the ingredients. Wait, I forgot to preheat the oven. What temperature should it be? 160. I preheat the oven to 160 degrees. The instructor continues to provide instruction as I follow as best as I can. While whisking the eggs, my gaze wanders over to Yuna. She's carefully pouring flour into her measuring cup and leveling it before dumping it into the bowl. Her tongue sticks out slightly as she concentrates. Where's the tongue? I try to hold back a chuckle when she glances at me. There's a smudge of flour on her cheek, and I can't hold back my smile. She matches my grin before turning back to her ingredients. I refocus on my own station and add the sugar. The only thing left is to add the honey. How much water do I have to use to dilate the honey? 2.5 tablespoons. Fuck. Was it teaspoons? I don't fucking remember. I add 2.5 tablespoons of water.
Once you add the last of your flour, mix the ingredients until combined. Be careful not to overmix.
I'm gonna fail this one.
Pour the batter into your pan and let it bake for 35 minutes.
35 minutes? As instructed, I add the last of my flour to the mixture and continue to mix it. What counts as over mixing anyway? How do I even know if I mixed the right amount or too much? Using my wooden spoon, I poke around to see if there's any flour chunks still left. Nope. I guess that means my batter is ready to go in the oven. I set the timer for, that one's easy, 35 minutes. I was actually paying attention that time. Now, just wait and see. Once my timer dings, I carefully remove the cake from the oven. It's baked unevenly, so some of the side is spilling over the pan. I think it might be a little darker on one side too. Does that mean it's burnt? I guess only one way to find out. I pry it out of the pan and put it on a plate. Some of the edges got stuck to the parchment paper. When I removed it, When I removed it, so there are patches of yellow exposed under the darkest brown layer. Yuna carefully sets her cake on her plate. It's a perfect loaf with a golden brown top and light yellow sides. She glances over at my cake and hides her smile with a cough. The instructor begins his taste test in my row, and at the back of the classroom, he reaches me before Yuna.
It didn't quite come out the way you expected, did it? But let's see how it tastes.
You're gonna tell me it sucks again. He puts a fork of cake in his mouth. His eyes light up in a smile.
This is absolutely delightful!
What? Really?
Let me try.
Yuna stands right beside me and staring curiously at my cake. She tries a small piece.
Oh, wow. This is so good.
Yeah, you know why it's good? Because I made it with love. Love. I beam. Nikki's gonna be so surprised. The instructor stops at Yuna's station next.
This is a beautiful cake! I can't wait to see how it tastes.
Yuna's face lights up with anticipation as the instructor takes a bite. He pauses, straining to keep his face calm, then gulps heavy.
How is it?
Her voice trembles with hope. The instructor's voice is horsey as he chokes out his next words.
Practice makes perfect.
What?
Let me try. I take a bite.
How is it?
It's like if sugar and plaster had a baby together and let it sit out in the sun until every drop of moisture was baked out of it. How do I put it nicely? Practice makes perfect.
Again? Can it really be so bad?
Yuna grabs her fork and stuffs a piece in her mouth. She grimaced, then sighs deeply.
Practice does make perfect.
The instructor moves on to another station while Yuna pouts at her rejected cake. Well, aside from the result of your baking, what did you think of this class?
It was fun, but surprisingly challenging.
She glances at her cake again and mutters under her breath.
Where did I go wrong?
Everything. You're going to stick with this one as your new extracurricular activity?
I don't know. I want to keep checking out other clubs.
Makes sense.
It looks like other students are trying each other's cakes. You want to try some?
Sure. Yuna and I walk around the room and try some of the other cakes, with varying results. Once we tasted all of them, we head out. Alrighty, let's get to the next event, shall we? Look, we're right here on the beach. Why don't we hang out with Yuna, and have some fun, yeah? Funyuns? No, I'm just kidding. That was stupid. I want to spend a little more time with Yuna. I walk over to Yuna. Hey, Yuna, what are you up to? She squints up at me and then smiles.
Watching the fish swim. When I was little, my family took me on vacation to a beach where the fish would nibble at our toes. I felt like a mermaid swimming while the fish followed me.
Oh, so you do know how to swim. Yuna glances at me with a curious expression.
Of course. Why wouldn't you think so?
You just seemed really nervous about going into the water earlier today. She hugs herself.
Well, obviously I had my reasons for being nervous, but actually, I used to love swimming in the ocean when I was younger.
She has her reasons for not swimming. Is it, Is it because of, you know what? She has, really big reasons why she can't swim. Don't look at my mouse.
I used to race and win all the time.
Well, how about we race?
I don't know if that's such a good idea.
Probably not, because I can't swim for shit, but yeah, why not? Don't be scared. Girls can't swim fast anyway. We don't have to. Don't be scared. It's okay if you're scared to lose.
I wouldn't lose.
Then what's holding you back? Your swimsuit? She seems uneasy. It stayed on for the rest of the time when we were moving around in the water. I doubt you have any more trouble.
That's true. Okay, you're on.
Okay, how about the first one to that rock wins? Ready? Yuna nods. At my signal, we push off. We're neck and neck at the start, but as the race continues, she's able to gain a little more distance. It's a close race, but Yuna ends up reaching the rock first. Looks like you still got it. She smiles as she catches her breath.
It was a close race.
She glances at the sky overhead.
It's getting dark. Maybe we should head back.
Yeah, I'll get shown Mayu.
Okay, I'll tell Valerie and Cowdy.
I nod and swim back to shore. Alrighty, see you at the next event. Let's go hang out with Yuna. I dial Yuna's number.
Hello?
Hi Yuna, what are you up to? Fuck. Hi Yuna, what are you up to this evening?
I'm in the small auditorium in the drama center.
Oh, is there a play?
Not quite. I'm attending a class run by the improv club. You should come.
Okay. That sounds like fun. I'll be right there.
Great. See you soon.
As soon as we hang up the phone, I head to the drama center. When I arrive, I spot Yuna sitting towards the right of the room. As I head over, I run straight into someone. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Wait a minute. Hey, I know you. Aren't you the instructor for the cooking club? You teach improv too? He laughs.
No, that's my twin brother.
Oh, I see.
Anyway, have a seat. We are about to get started.
PixelFade twin brothers. It's like, we had this guy hanging around. Why not use him again? He marches to the front of the room while I sit beside Yuna. She smiles in acknowledgement. The auditorium has about 30 people. Although I never considered improv before, I suppose it's something a lot of people are interested in. Well, yeah, a lot of people want to be actors, you know what I mean? I remember when I was in background acting, I wanted to, well, I even signed up. I signed up for classes for, to do, learning how to act. But, I didn't get a chance to go because, the Rona. Like, literally, man, the Rona stopped me from actually going. But anyway, like, it would have been fun, right? Pay like $100. Probably gotta call him to give me back my money. Anyway.
Welcome to Improv!
Improv!
For those of us new to this group, improv is live acting. Everything is made up in the moment. Plot, character, dialogue, everything. Every performance is unique and cannot be recreated in exactly the same way. Okay, everyone partner up. We're going to have each team perform a skit.
Yuna and I nodded at each other.
It doesn't matter if you're a newbie to improv or a veteran. The most important thing to remember is to go with the flow. Your partner might throw something completely wild at you, but that's okay. That's what makes improv fun. You'll have a choice of scenarios on stage for each pair to choose from. Once the scene has been set, then the only rule is to do whatever comes to mind. So, any volunteers?
Me. I raise my hand. We volunteer as tribute. Yuna's startled, but doesn't object.
Wonderful. Come on up then.
Are you ready? She seems nervous, but nods.
As ready as I'll ever be, I guess.
Together, we head on stage.
You'll find the scenario options on the table over there. Once you've decided, read the scenario out loud for the rest of the class.
We walk over to the table in the corner of the stage.
Which one do you want to do?
I read the descriptions. You're at a beach, but you swap genders. But you've gender swapped. You must declare your dying confession in the arms of your love. I like that one. I want to see like how I can do my voice acting. Let's do this. A deathbed confession. I could be the one who's dying.
Sure, I'll follow your lead then.
Alright, let's do it.
Okay.
After we selected our description, I read it out loud for the class. The instructor gives us a signal to begin. Yuna signals that she will follow my lead. I rush onto the stage, dodging imaginary arrows. Ah! I clutch at my chest as one of the arrows hit me and stumble around the stage before falling to my knees. My breath shortens into a gasp as I'm slowly laying on my back.
No!
Yuna races onto the stage and cradles my head in her lap.
Stay with me!
I gurgle faintly. Yuna...
Shh! Don't talk! Everything will be okay!
There's something I have to tell you.
You can tell me when you're better!
Come closer. She leans in. Her hair tickles my cheek. I whisper to her. Something meaningful. I'm sorry. We couldn't have one more time together.
Don't talk like that!
I feign a coughing fit.
Save your voice!
I'll always remember the time we had. After the words came out, I fall limp in her arms.
No! Please come back to me! What will I do without you?
She shakes me gently, but I don't stir. Her voice grows thick.
I'll never forget you.
You'll probably forget me. She pulls my face to her breast and hugs me. Stay in character. Although I'm acutely aware of my nose nestling in her soft bosom, I remain still. After all, I'm supposed to be dead, and dead people don't move. After a moment, she tenses up as if she realizes something.
Oh!
She pushes me away as her face grows beet red. Dottie laughs, causing her face to burn even redder. The student professor claps his hands.
Great job, you two! Have either of you done improv before?
No, cause I fucking sucked. We shake our heads.
You're a natural!
Really?
Yes, that was hilarious! You two have great chemistry together. You make an awesome team.
Thank you!
Yeah, thanks. Yuna grows with excitement as we return to our seats.
We rocked it! Thanks for coming and joining me.
No problem. This was a lot of fun for me. Fuck, this was a lot of fun than I expected to be.
Alright, I swapped out the scenarios on the table so we don't get any repeats. So who's next?
You and I watched the other teams perform their skit to the amusement of all of us all. By the time everyone has finished, my sides hurt from laughing so hard. Alrighty, I am gonna end it there. Why? Because it is 2 in the morning. Because I don't know how to time this shit. So I'm gonna make a rhyme. Because I don't know what I'm doing all the time. Yeah, what are you even talking about? Dude, don't say that you're gonna make me frown. Because I wanna be happy. Don't wanna feel crappy. Wanna keep rhyming all night because my mind is not fine. I'm kinda depressed, but at least I try my best making this video. Then I gotta edit in my studio. You know, my bedroom. Because this, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to make a rhyme right now. And I'm like moving my hands like, I have them in fists and I'm just like making X's a little bit like, eh. Then like alternating X's where it's like, one hand over the other, you know what I mean? Just switching them up. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing this all the time. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Anyway, before any of that, what was I doing? Oh yeah, ending the video. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification whenever I make a video, and leave a comment about anything, man. I read them. Just don't leave weird comments where it's like, oh my god, I love you. Like, I got some of those and it's like, okay. But, I don't know how to respond to I love you. It's like, oh. I got some of those comments, man. I read them sometimes. I'm like, I don't know what to say. Anyway. This is Gap. This is me saying farewell. And as always, bye-bye.